Hey there guys, and welcome to this next episode of Majora's Mask Randomizer. Alright, so... yeah, I finally do happen to have an actual Nintendo 64 controller hooked up, although I'm not sure if Link is moving very fast. In fact, I'm actually gonna check to see... let's see... Okay, I don't think that he is, oh, I think it's actually good enough. Alright, so, I actually did a lot of things, off-screen, after recording the last episode. Yeah, you see, last episode, I completed the Great Bay Temple, and, you know, I had to gather the frog fire, which I did do, and I also went and beat Got, or Goat, however you pronounce his name. Alright, so, starting with this episode, I'm going to be doing a few side quests following completing the Great Bay Temple, and we got a room key for the Stockpot Inn. Alright, so, that's good. It also feels good to actually use a Nintendo 64 controller for this. The UBS port had arrived on the day of the recording of this video, though it did take me a while for me to figure out how to get it to work, such as watching a video on how to do it, and also basically getting a couple things wrong with getting the controller all set up, such as one where I wasn't able to exit out of the emulator without rebooting my computer. And that was quite unfortunate. Huh, well, it would have been good if it was like... Actually, I'm not really complaining. Heart pieces are pretty good. By the way, we have 5 bottles right now. I wonder where that 6th one is. I have no idea. Alright, so I think next I can just go on ahead and go to Great Bay and proceed to the dawn of the second day, so we can play that minigame with jumping on the torches. And you know, if I happen to have such bad aim from the, you know, from aiming the bow and the hook shot, I probably would not be able to do this sort of thing, but now that I have an actual controller, it will be very easy for me to aim with my hook shot and my bow. So I don't have to worry about that sort of thing anymore. Alright, so, gonna proceed to the dawn of not the final day, but the second day. Alright, so, going on the list of things that we can do at this point, we are able to do the fisherman's jumping minigame. And be able to get the prize from that. And we can also do the Stone Tower Temple. Although I am hoping to get the Gibdo Mask, so we can also go into the bottom of the well and get whatever prize that has to offer us. By the way, does this boat move slowly if you have time slowed down? Yeah, even with the, oh, okay. Well, I guess we can't do this right now. I'll just speed up the clock. I have no idea as to what point in the day that this minigame will be open. I'll check every hour. Oh, it opens at 7. Okay then. Alright, so now we are doing this jumping mini game. And I'm usually really great at this one. Oh, did I just see the letter P? Or the letter D? Wait, I think I saw the number 2, actually. Oh, I saw 2 again. I wonder if the symbol is gonna change again. It could. Also, I think that by the time you are watching this video, Christmas will have already passed. It's the 18th on the day that I am recording this, but as I said in earlier episodes, I'm recording these episodes ahead of time. It's just that I got the USB port, and I managed to get it to work, and I just really wanted to try out actually using an actual Nintendo 64 controller for the emulator, because I have never been able to do it before. I've always had to use the keyboard. So, yeah, you know the whole clanking noise that you often hear in my Let's Plays? You won't be hearing those clanking noises anymore, although I may still use the keyboard to use save states and speed up the emulator. Oh, I was given a silver rupee for doing this. Oh, man. Well, I think we've gotten pretty much everything. Everything that we can get over at Great Bay. I can't think of anything else that we could get. So, I think I may as well just play the Song of Time. And then maybe begin climbing the Stone Tower Temple. And of course, Ella reminds us about what the quickest way to the next temple is. I don't need her to tell me, I already know. Alright, so here we are in the Canon Canyon. I'm gonna make a save state just in case the game decides to crash. Now I really wish that we had the Gibdo mask. I mean, where could it be exactly? But at least, I don't have to worry about most of the things that we'll be getting in Stone Tower. Because I think I have everything that I need to beat the dungeon. You know, this music right here, wherever it's from, I think it sounds like... Oh, wait. I think this is Zelda music. I'm not quite sure what game that this music is from, but I recognize the melody. Okay, and Link is wearing a gold tunic, but his statue, aka Ben, is still wearing a green one. Did you guys think that the tunic was yellow? It's actually gold. Oh, and I don't have bombs. I guess I should have stocked up. Oh well, guess I'll use the blast mask. You know, I just use it as a last resort, but there was a clever way for me to be able to use it without taking on any damage. By the way, how many people, when first playing this game, did not even know that you could have statues be summoned of Link's other forms? For some time, I only knew that it could create a statue of his human form. Took me a couple of days to figure out that if you play the song in a different form, you get a different statue. That was quite a shame that the Deku statue is too light for you to use to hold down on any switches. Alright, so that's those switches laid down. It's actually interesting how the music for the Stone Tower Temple plays even before... Well, the Stone Tower Temple, the music that plays outside of the temple is the same as inside the temple. Yep, and of course, anytime we summon the statue to go somewhere else, apart from where it already is, if it's laying down on this switch, it will disappear from the other switch, because you can only have one of each statue appear at a time. Although, if you manage to, I've seen a video where if you manage to get the Fierce Deity to play the Elegy of Emptiness, he can summon a second Human Link statue. So you'd be able to have two of the Human Link statues at one time. There's no Fierce Deity Link statue, since Fierce Deity Link was not meant to play the ocarina. Or any instrument, for that matter. Since the Fierce Deity mask normally is only used in boss fights, and he's not programmed to play an instrument. But if you have him play the Elegy of Emptiness in that form, then what you will get is another statue of Human Link. I actually kind of wondered if playing that song as Fierce Deity Link would actually also cause the game to crash, or if the text that says that your notes echoed far but nothing happened would show up. Yeah, those two possibilities, plus the possibility of just another Human Link statue appearing, were the possibilities that I thought. Also, I am just now noticing that there are Gibdo in the Stone Tower. I wonder if there are some chests that I may need to get. They're also located within the... Oh man, I bet I know what this means. Okay, but I don't have the Scarecrow song activated. Is there a chest over there? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'll come back and look later. But anyway, I think that this episode will come out sometime after Christmas. Although I may also edit it before then. Or start editing it before then. Yeah, I think this is episode 23. I could be wrong, but I think I've been pretty good with my math for the past couple episodes, so I may not be wrong. But anyway, I was thinking maybe I could actually do a little slideshow showing off the presents I got. But there's a chance that I may start editing this episode before Christmas even comes. I'm gonna see if I can try to look from up here if there is... Well, I see pots, but I don't see a chest. Okay, then. Alright, so I activated that owl statue. But something I need to do is actually go and get some magic beans. So we have the owl statue activated. Now the reason why I'm going for some magic beans is because there are 3 chests that we can get. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. You know, I had watched the Angry Video Game Nerd's review video on Majora's Mask, and he said something about, well, he did bring up that you can only buy one at a time instead of just saying the exact amount that you need. Yeah, I do agree with him on that. It would be good to actually say, oh, I want to buy 2 magic beans, or I want to buy 4. You know, they could have done that for the 3DS remake. Just a shame that they didn't. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is flip the temple upside down. Oh, that was the wrong switch. Although I'm not sure if I will enter that was the wrong switch again. It's the one all the way over here. Alright, there we go. And now to aim at that target over there. Alright, and the temple is now being flipped upside down. Oh, the music has changed! Well, of course, it does change in the normal game, so why not in this ROM? Yeah, I do recognize the music this time. It is the music for Hazy Maze Cave in Super Mario 64. Alright. Oh, we get 2 big chests. Alright, this is fantastic. Alright, so this first chest has... It's the last bottle! So now we have all 6. I hope this one is a mask. Oh, it's the largest quiver. Ah, darn it. Alright, may as well see what's in here. Oh, it's another piece of heart. Alright, so... darn it. Yeah, I hate that, how sometimes the Song of Storms doesn't work. And you have to, like, play it 2 more times to get it to work. I'm not quite sure what the cause of it not working is, or if it just doesn't work at random. I am not entirely sure what could be the case. Yeah, I think I may just end up trying the upside down version of the temple first. This is a bit unusual to do the upside down stone tower temple before doing the right side up one. You know, just doing a lot of things out of order. Doing a lot of things out of order. Right, so... activated that switch, and there is an upside down chest. There are 2 chests in this temple that should have good prizes. You know, like, you know, most of the dungeons have just 1 special prize, but the Stone Tower Temple has 2, which is the light arrows and the Giant's Mask. But of course we have both of those. So that just opens up the possibility of 2 potentially good prizes for this dungeon. But for all I know, the prize that appears in place of the light arrows could just be another crummy chest. Because why wouldn't it be? Because it had been for the past couple of ones. So why not again? Alright, so now I'm going to melt that eye right there. Yeah, this is one reason why the whole change to the light, or the ice arrows in the 3DS remake was kind of a downfall. Because when I could just create ice blocks anywhere, I could just create an ice block and just, just get on over there. Ah, I hate invisible barriers. Darn it. I hate that. It just kind of looks like there's nothing that will stop, you know, stop the hookshot from getting on there, but then there is something that actually does get in the way, which is an invisible corner. Yeah, come on, seriously. There we go. This part has always been so frustrating. Right, but, oh wait. The chest is not there. I guess I need to shoot at the target to get it to appear. Oh, wait a minute. It was actually a sun icon that I needed to shoot to make it appear, not the normal arrow icon. Yeah, that's sun. right? Oh, no, upside down. Well, then what activates... Oh! Wait, I think I know. Yeah, I know. There's a switch that we need to press down in the right side up version of the temple first. So maybe doing the upside down version was not a good idea after all. So I'm gonna go and actually fix that. Just get the temple right side up. Yeah, I guess when you do things out of order, you just never know what obstacles you're gonna come across. Alright, so now I'm gonna show you a little trick. I'm pretty sure some of you already know about this trick, but just in case you don't, you're going to get to see it for the first time if you don't know about it already. Alright, so here's a little shortcut on how to get to the Stone Tower Temple standing right side up. Alright, so what you need to do is first summon a statue. Any statue will work. I use the human statue, but anyone will do. But you have to have Link play the song again in the same form that he did before. So, for example, if you played the song as a Goron, when you were holding down on that switch, you'll need to do so again for this one. Yeah, you see, I had the Link statue get summoned over here. And without him to hold down on that switch, the block just returned back to where it was before. Come on. Seriously, why did that not work the first time? Right? And there's a chest that contains a fairy. Okay, well, let's see. I think I might want to go this way. You know, normal way. Because I just don't know what sort of obstacles I'm gonna come across if I do things in the wrong order. Because, you know, I learned the hard way that I needed to have I needed to have done this with the temple standing right side up first. Alright, so when it comes to what we will be able to get once we get more masks, let's see. The Keaton mask will help us to do the Keaton Fox Quiz, which if we don't get any of the other masks before then the Keaton Fox Quiz is a potential place where the mask could be. You know, it is interesting how most of the time the switches are normal weight, but there's that one switch that requires Goron Link to hold down. So that's pretty impressive how they actually made it so that you would have to use Goron Link to hold down on that switch. Oh, I was not expecting that. Alright. Okay, and that actually worked. Alright, so we've gotten 2 stray fairies so far. I think this is normally the first one, is it? I'm not entirely sure. Is this usually a smaller chest? Because I know a chest appears if you defeat the Armos. Okay, so that is... Oh, I know. That chest that's going to appear will have the key. The small key. I totally forgot about that. Kind of hard to beat him. Yeah, I'm not quite sure as to why the chests were not set so that they just remain the same color as they always do, regardless of what prize is in them. But yeah, instead I had the seed be set to where the type of chest does kind of give away what item is potentially inside. I'm wondering if I could have skipped over that door. Although here is something that I know I can skip over. Well, maybe not entirely, because I need to first get over here. Ooh. You know, I may have had the ability to skip this, that key. Considering that I'm already getting another one right here. Alright, now to throw this over the fence. Oh! It did it anyway. Didn't think that it was going to, but it did it. Yeah, and also the Great Fairy of Kindness will also give us another prize. Yeah, she will give you another prize even if you don't have Great Fairy Shuffler on, like I did this time. But, you know, if you don't put the Great Fairy rewards into the randomizer, the Great Fairy of Kindness will give you a randomized prize, because she gives you a prize that is randomly mixed into the randomizer. Okay, so that is 3 fairies. And I am almost out of magic. Kind of forgot which... Okay, so that did not get him, but it does not matter. Okay, so here is that chest. Not enough magic. Too bad the stray fairies only restore health and not magic. I mean, the great fairies restore magic, but not the stray fairies. Well, not when you get them in the temples, but the stray fairies in the fountain will... By the way, how exactly does the whole idea of the stray fairies work, where a great fairy can just shatter into smaller fairies? Kind of seems a bit odd for there to be, like, individual little fairies. They all have their own personalities. Or do they? Oh, his head is sticking out of the chest. Alright, so I got the compass. And there's another door for us to open. Okay, and now we are in this room. Although, I think that we can just use light arrows to have a quick shortcut. Yeah, this is, like, way too easy. I guess the stone mask is pretty much useless for this seed. Oh, evil Goron. Maybe it would have been good to wear the stone mask in this room. Because I normally am wearing it in this room because I don't want the enemies to attack me while I'm using the mirror shield. So, you know, I guess because I normally have the mask, or the stone mask on in this room anyway, I just totally did not know that the stone mask can work here. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and use another little shortcut. Once you do get the light arrows, yeah, normally what you need to do is normally what you do. Whoa! I wasn't expecting that. Oh, but I am still gonna need to press down on that switch, aren't I? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. Okay, well, I'm on the second recording of this playthrough, And I'm already 17 minutes into the second recording, and I really don't want to have this episode be a little too long, so I think that I may end the episode here, and aw, dang it. May have the episode end here. Let me first get that switch taken care of. Alright, there we go. There we go, and there is the, that chest. I also did not get a stray fairy chest over at the start. I probably should have done that before coming down here. Alright. Alright, so I think that I will call it an episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time.